Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message for your healing journey, soul's evolution, transformation, and or simply information. Today I would like to talk about a sensitive subject, how to receive a reading from somebody that you are missing, your loved one that have passed, and the many variations out there that you try to connect to. A lot of times people don't believe in media and or the other side. I know myself, I struggled with that after significant losses in my life. And based on my religion, I wasn't really sure if I was supposed to believe in that or not. But along the way, we receive messages from our loved one if we're open to it. And I've always had that gift. However, it was shunned. And when my brother Greg died, of course, it was excruciating. I knew something was going to happen. And the day before, I made sure he stayed at home because I figured it was the night it was going to happen. Next day was a beautiful wedding, and of course, it happened that evening. I was the last person to say goodbye to him, and it was painful. I knew God had a plan, and he went off. Himself and two of his friends were killed, and the driver survived. Same day my stepbrother got married. What a grandiose way to go out, but I had extreme guilt, shame, fear, sorrow. I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew something was going to happen, and he was the baby. I felt like I was supposed to protect him, and I was beside myself. And then, of course, those people that knew I had specific gifts blamed me, judged me, or angry at me. I should have done something. Well, I did. I drove back home with my husband, and of course, we then had to plan a funeral for our family. 6 rolls of film from the wedding were placed then on some of the funeral boards, and days later, we had 3 funerals. It was awful. And then supported the driver, who it was an accident, no matter who came out of the woodwork to try and sue everybody. I wasn't going to bring him back, and I was in so much pain. I looked at God and I was angry. I looked up in the sky and I thought, "How could you do this?" He was the best of all of us. That's what I thought. And the baby, somebody I helped raise. So with all of his accolades, whenever the sun was out, I knew he was smiling with that big smile that lit up the world. And I was suffering in silence. And I pleaded for God to give me something that I could love. And he did, a child. And I named his middle name my brother's. It still didn't take away the pain, but it helped. I didn't know how to grieve. So I started studying different things, tried to get readings from different people that tried to help me with my grieving, and it was tremendous. So I was also with somebody who was an alcoholic, and my ex-husband would remind me frequently to get over it. It's been a while. Maybe it was a month, I don't know. And then my son was 2.5 or so, or 3. My grandmother died, my grandfather died, and so many other people, friends died. So I just had the gifts to connect, and I kept connecting. And as my son would be in his crib, he would connect with my brother. And so I wanted to study it a little bit more, even though when I did study, I knew these things, but I wanted to validate and be, basically refined, know what the signs and symbols were. And it came easy. It's a God's gift. I mean, gift from God, connecting with animals, nature, shamanic healers, and intuitives. So finding yourself in that circle, but being in the closet is very interesting trip. So along the way, I have had read from people that told me exactly what I wanted to hear. He misses you, he's sorry you left, he wishes he could taste ice cream, and those were kind of the things that I blurted out that he loved, and they let me speak first. So, an evidential medium such as myself, you don't have to tell me anything, it's in your energy. And your people come and find me way early in the morning when we schedule something. Or maybe you've had energy work from me or friends that I know of, teachers, mentors, guides. And we refer to each other based on what you need. Because I'm not into it to take your money. I'm just looking for you to heal. And I needed that too. I needed somebody to help me heal and tell me what I needed to move forward for my grieving so I could allow him to grieve. And it was years later. Kept finding people that maybe just took my money and pacified my time. Some people were pretty close. It gave me hope for my healing journey, but still, yet there was some lingering. I was holding him back from his journey. And then I felt awful because he needed to be free. And I was holding him back because I was suffering. I was suffering in silence and basically not talking about it and missing him. It was very difficult watching his friends get married, have children, going to the weddings, crying, but trying to be happy. So it was stuffing my emotions, right? So I learned a lot of different things. And along the way, help people heal, telling them things profound. I always ask that it is profound. What I don't know, it should be profound. So I can give you the message, and you're the only one that knows about these things. Why? Because if you've told me, then it's not a gift, right? So an evidential medium gathers a lot of information from your loved ones and from you and brings through very important things that you need to hear. Sometimes you come with lists. I always say if you have something, write it down. And if I haven't covered it at the end, you can ask me. And if they wish to answer, they can. Or they wish to bring people through, and a lot of people come through and talk about things to heal. And that's the whole purpose. I have a hidden agenda too. Anybody who comes through better be coming forward peacefully so we can heal all aspects. And little do you know, I've healed them far before you came along into the session with your family. So I encourage everybody to heal. No yelling, no agenda, no screaming. We're all on a journey to heal here on earth, and we want the loved ones that have crossed over to rest in peace. It's your gift to them, no matter what happened. They want your forgiveness. It's always. But that's truthful. And if they don't come forward, they're not ready. But somebody else usually does. The leader of the pack, the matriarch of the family, grandmother, maybe you never knew. But she knows you. She's been watching you. And she tells me exactly the things that are prominent in your life, in your parents' life, or how they passed away. Or maybe your maiden name or your middle name is like hers, or your favorite things. We have something of hers that I would never know. And I don't want to know because I want you to know that they're profound and this is for your healing journey. So there's a difference, you see, in telling you what you want to hear and taking your money. This is a gift from God so you can heal and move forward and expedite your healing far quicker than I ever did because I know the pain and suffering it is to hold somebody back that wants to be free on the other side and live in peace, harmony, and tranquility. And they wish for you to do that too. Because here on earth, it's a tough school. Trust me, I know. I know a lot of things. I've gone through a lot of things. I've seen a lot of death and dying. I've seen a lot of anger and people fighting over silly things that can be resolved quickly. And if people are open to it, you're able to heal. I have had people disbelieve in this and sort of want to stump you. Well, you can bring it to the table, but sometimes Whoever has the message on the other side shocks me, and it comes out like tracks. It's channeling. I'll write things down, hand it to the family, and before you come in, I've got messages for you. They wake me up, and then I'll say, they woke me up at this time. Is that significant? Sometimes. Or what's on this date? What month? Tell me. Because they're insistent on this date. And you'll challenge me and say, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Later on, I'll get a text and an email. It's like, oh my God, that was her birthday, day of her death, day of birth, or day I lost my child. So we forget some of the things. But I always ask for it to be profound because only you would know that. There's a lot of people out there that take your money and they capitalize on your pain, your emotional strain. I've had that happen to me. I've had people tell me to do the craziest things to find healing. But authentic people do it from the heart. This is a gift from God, and if we don't use it properly, it's taken away. It's abusing you and your emotions. It's hijacking them. So you can't heal. I know that because people have done that to me. Not just on the platform of healing, but in life. Hijack your emotions, steal your life, and take your livelihood away. And that's not okay. Anybody who doesn't allow you to heal and be on your healing journey so you can live the best life possible is not an enlightened soul. Your circle of trust should be very small when you're grieving. You need to trust people that they're there for you and keep your sacred energy safe. And so be mindful of who you're getting readings from. You should never take anything on YouTube seriously. A lot of it is for game. If you want a personal reading from somebody, they should have a legitimate website. They have credentials, and they have merit and value, and they have reviews from real people that are tangible. And you could always ask them. Somebody who has a real name, a real picture, and real stories to back it up. And then you know they're authentic. They can tell you their story without having to be fake. And anybody who's stolen my content or my story, you never have my story. I can guarantee there's probably not anybody that has my story, and I don't have yours. And I want you to be honored, cherished, and fulfilled in your life. And I truly wish the best for all of you. So, anybody that is grieving the loved ones, children, family members, even animals, I never knew I could be so connected to dogs. But when I lost mine, Sadie was my soulmate. It was heart wrenching, along with my brother and my grandparents. Why? Because they love you unconditionally, no wavering. And there's nothing like that in the world. It's far and few between those people that have found that. So heal yourself, heal your trauma, allow your loved ones to go to their next destination, wherever that is, to heal so they can shine back to you and reflect back and smile and say thank you for being a part of my life. And I'll help you live out yours, whether they're here or somewhere else. They wish the best for you. So try not to have any resentfulness. Don't fight over shit that doesn't matter. Trust me. You don't want to go to probate. It's never okay. Get your affairs in order and be at peace with whatever that is. And when someone leaves you, celebrate their life. Have a nice meal. Have some laughters. Remember the good stuff because that's what matters. And don't harbor resentment. If you have that going on in your family, let's get it figured out because it'll tear your family apart. And nobody wants that. Your children don't want that. They don't have the same experience with that said person. Let's heal all aspects and bring love back to Heart Center so everybody can be at peace, harmony, and have joy in your life. So I hope this helps today. And just remember to take care of you because you matter. Namaste.